Sawubona, sawubona mngani. Welcome back to Mama Tando's isiZulu classroom, where learning isiZulu is fun. isiZulu simnandi. Igama lami uMama uThando. Lo igama lakhe uKhomba. Ubani igama lakho? Ngiyajabula ukukwazi. Let's sing the Sawubona song to greet all our friends around the world. Sawubona, sawubona, unjani mngani? Sondela hlala phansi, sifunde mngani. Yebo sawubona mngani. Unjani? How are you? Well, I think what we should do is sing the Imizwa Yethu song so that we know just the right word to use to answer that question. Imizwa yethu. Imizwa yethu. Mina nginemizwa, wena unemizwa, yena unemizwa, bona banemizwa, sonke sinemizwa. Mina nginjani, ngabe ngiyaphila, ngabe ngidumele, ngabe ngikhathele, ngabe nginjani. Mina ngiyaphila, ngabe wena unjani, ngabe uyaphila, ngabe uyagula, ngabe ujabule. Wena uyaphila. Yena unjani? Ngabe udangele, ngabe ukhathele, ngabe uneme. Yena uyaphila. Bona banjani? Ngabe bayaphila, ngabe bayakhala, ngabe bathokozile. Bona bayaphila. Thina sinjani? Ngabe siyaphila, ngabe sineme, ngabe sijabule. Thina sijabule. Thina sijabule. Oh mngani, wonderful song. Now I'm going to ask you again. Unjani? Wonderful. Oh, mina ngiyaphila. I am well. Ngiyaphila. Well, mngani, let's get going with our lesson for today. We do have quite a lot to cover. So let's get cracking with that work. Now, mngani, we learned earlier this week, ngomsombuluko, on Monday, that to say a day in isiZulu, we say usuku. Usuku. Days, izinsuku. Days. Now we want to say days of the week. Izinsuku zesonto. The word isonto has 3 different uses in isiZulu. One is a week, isonto. Another is Sunday, isonto. And the third one is church, isonto. So in this case, we really just work with these 2, which is a week, isonto, and Sunday, isonto. Another day for a week is iviki, iviki. Of course, mngani, these words are borrowed words from other languages. Now, let's now sing the days of the week. Let's now sing the days of the week in isiZulu so that we can answer those famous 4 questions. Let's put Khomba down for this song, mngani. You know the drill. You can clap your hands, you can snap your fingers. You can chikiza. You can stamp your feet. As long as you're having fun safely and memorizing the words and also pronouncing them correctly. Now let's get started. Isonto umsombuluko lwesibili ulwesithathu lwesine ulwesihlanu kube umgqibelo izinsuku 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 izinsuku. Wonderful mngani. Buya Khomba. Come back Khomba. Yes Khomba. Now mngani, there are those questions now. Today, the word today in isiZulu is namhlanje. Yesterday is izolo. The day before yesterday is kuthangi. Tomorrow is kusasa. Now, the questions, what day is it today? What day will it be tomorrow? What day was it yesterday? What day was it the day before yesterday? We can put the word namhlanje, kusasa, izolo, kuthangi at the beginning of our question or at the end of our question. It really doesn't matter, mngani. All says exactly the same thing. So I am going to then ask these questions namhlanje, having those words at the beginning of the question. Let's go. Namhlanje ulwesingaki. Namhlanje ulwesingaki. Oh, let me move out of the way. Isonto umsombuluko. We did the days of the week. Ngomsombuluko. And that's when we answered those 4 questions. Yesterday, we did a whole lot of grammar lessons. So, namhlanje ulwesithathu. Very good, mngani. Ulwesithathu. Now, mngani, don't forget that W when we now make the sentence and say, today is Wednesday. Because if we don't have the W, it will be the same as we are saying, today, Wednesday. That's just weird. Let's not do it. Now, let's repeat this question after me. Namhlanje ulwesithathu. Very good, mngani. Good job. Ulwesithathu, ulwesithathu, ulwesithathu namhlanje. Ulwesithathu, ulwesithathu, ulwesithathu namhlanje. Yebo. Now, izolo bekulwesingaki. Oh, let me move. Did you say ulwesibili? Good job, mngani. Let's put that on the board. Now, repeat this sentence after me. Izolo bekulwesibili. Wonderful, mngani. What about the day before yesterday? Kuthangi bekulwesingaki. Izolo bekulwesibili. Moving one back, umsombuluko. Yebo mngani. Let's put it on the board. Now repeat the sentence after me. Kuthangi bekuwumsombuluko. Very, very good. You're doing so great at this, mngani. Now, the next day, tomorrow. Kusasa kuzobe kulwesingaki. Kusasa kuzobe kuwulwesingaki? We said namhlanje uLwesithathu. There's uLwesithathu. Where's the next day? uLwesine. Wonderful, mngani. Let's put that on the board. Now, repeat this sentence after me, mngani. Kusasa kuzobe kuwuLwesine. Very, very good, mngani. Halala, you did so well. Halala, mngani. Now, I would like to know what the weather is like today. Linjani, linjani, izulu namhlanje, liyabanda, liyashisa, linjani namhlanje, linjani izulu namhlanje. Would you go and check where you are, mngani, and come back and tell me? Don't worry, I'll be right here waiting for you with Komba. Da-da-da-dee, da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dee, da-da-dum. Da-da-da. Hawu, usubuyile. Linjani izulu namhlanje? Oh, nice to know. I would like to check here where Mama Tando's isiZulu classroom is. Let's call the imaginary window so we can check what the weather is like. Namhlanje. Let's call him together. We will say imaginary window, woza. Let's go. Imaginary window, woza. I will. I didn't expect the imaginary window to come from the sky. Sawubona imaginary window. Sicela ukubona emnyango. Asking imaginary window to show us outside. Oh, look, mngani. Wow, look at all those clouds. And the sun, too. Whew. So warm out there. Very, very warm. To say it is warm in isiZulu. We say lifudumele. Lifudumele. Repeat that after me. Lifudumele. Very good, mngani. Let's put that on the board and say a whole sentence now. Now, mngani, repeat after me. Namhlanje izulu lifudumele. Very good, mngani. Now, mngani, if you struggle with the sound, this is how we make that sound. Look at my mouth very carefully, very closely. I make a wide smile. Yeah? But then I don't close my teeth all the way. I leave just a little space. I want to show you how small that space is between my upper teeth and my lower teeth. Do you see, mngani, that I did not clench my teeth? So if you hear yourself making the sound shh, it's not the right sound. We are looking for the sound and it will be coming from right here at the back between your teeth. Another little tip. Sounds a little ew, but your mouth must not be dry when you make this sound because it will come out as shh. And we don't want that sound because that's the SH sound. So, is what we are saying. Now, mngani, my tongue inside my mouth lifts up just the middle part of it. It lifts up just a bit and touches my palate as I make the sound. Now, let's say the whole word. Namhlanje. Namhlanje. Very, very good, Mngani. Now that we know what the weather is, Lifudumele, I would like to put a picture on the board that tells us quickly, at a glance, what the weather is like. Now I need you to help me to choose the right one. Now, Mngani, I will show you two pictures. One will be on my right hand and another will be on my left hand. And then I'll ask you to help me to choose the correct picture for today's weather. Remember, lifudumele, it is warm. The right hand in isiZulu is isandla sokudla. Isandla sokudla. Will you repeat that after me? Isandla sokudla. That's the right hand. The left hand in isiZulu is isandla sokunxele. Isandla sobunxele. Repeat that after me. Isandla sobunxele. Very, very good, Mngani. And now, Mngani, I will show you those pictures. Which picture tells us today's weather? Which one shows today's weather? Is it the one on my right hand, isandla sokudla? Or is it the one on my left hand, isandla sokunxele? Which one is it? Cha. It's not this one. There's rain and thunder, lightning. No, it's not this one. Cha. Did you say isandla sokunxele? Very good, Mngani. This is the right one, with clouds and the sun right behind the clouds. Very warm today. Now, Mngani, before we continue with our lesson, I would like you to please help me. Ngicela ungisize. I would like to help Amahle choose the right outfit for today's weather. Remember, it is warm. So let's call her together. We will say, Amahle woza. Say it with me. Amahle woza. Ngiyabonga, Mngani. Thank you, Mngani. Mngani, there are two outfits that we can choose for Amahle here. I would like you to help me by telling me whether we choose the outfit on the right-hand side, isandla sokudla, or the outfit on the left-hand side, isandla sokunxele. Remember, the weather is warm today. It's not cold, it's not cool, it's not raining, it's warm. Lifudumele. Now, which one of these outfits should Amahle wear today? The one on the left is isandla sokunxele, or the one on the right is isandla sokudla. They both look nice, I think. Which one should she wear today? Remembering today's weather. Did you say isandla sokudla? Very, very good, Mngani. Great job. Great choice too. It's so cute. Oh, Mngani. Look at Amahle. Buka Amahle. She looks so pretty. Moving on now, Mngani, to the next part of our lesson, which is the sound of the week. The sound of the week is mb. The letters M and B together. We don't separate them like we do when we say the word color, which is ba la, or when we say the word question, umbuzo. This one is just one sound, mb, mb. Now, mngani, let's say the sound with onkamisa, mba, mbe, mbi, mbo, mbu. Very good, mngani. You did that very, very well. Now let's learn two verbs, izenzo ezimbili, that have this sound, mb. Mboza, 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 mboza. Repeat it after me. Mboza. That is to cover something. So, for example, to cover food. Mboza ukudla. Cover the food. The next verb is mbula. Mbula. Mbula is to uncover. Really here, when we are talking about a blanket, something that you were covering yourself up with. Mbula. Repeat that after me. Mbula. Very good, mngani. Now, remember that this sound is different from the B on its own with just vowels around it, B. And it's also different from the B and H together, B, as in boy in English. This is mb, mb, mb. Now, mngani, let's move on to the next part, which is the number of the week, which is isishiyagalolunye, 9. Isishiyagalolunye. We spoke yesterday, Izolo, that isishiyagalolunye, really the number is telling us that it's the one that we make when we leave one finger down, like this. One of our fingers is down, and so we have 9 fingers up. Isishiyagalolunye. Now let's look at a couple of pictures, mngani, and let's say 9 this and 9 that. When we do that, we will actually be describing the noun that we see by a number, the number 9. So, in isiZulu, when you describe a noun, ibizo, the noun comes first, followed by the adjective. And so here, if we say 9 mothers, the word mothers is going to come first. That's the noun. And then it will be followed by the number 9. So let's see what we get on the pictures here. Oh, legs. Many, many legs. Oh, it's 9 legs. Okay. 9 legs. One leg in isiZulu is umlenze. Umlenze. And we know that when it's plural, even though it starts with but once it's plural, it's not going to start with aba. That's because it is not a person. So even though it is a leg and there are legs on people, but it is not a person. So it will not start with aba when it is plural. This one will be imilenze. Imilenze. Legs. Repeat that after me. Imilenze. Very good, mngani. Now we want to say 9 legs. We start with the noun, followed by the adjective, which is the number. Imilenze eyisishiyagalolunye. 9 legs. Repeat that after me, mngani. imilenze eyisishiyagalolunye. Very good, Mngani. Great job. Look at that. Just lines. Lines. Some are straight, some are squiggly, but they're all lines, all the same. Umuqa is a line. Umuqa. The plural of it. I know you already know it, isn't it? Yeah, Mngani. Because it's not a person, even though it starts with but because it's not a person, it's not going to start with aba when it's plural. So it will be imi, imika, imika. Lines. Repeat that after me, Mngani. Imika. Very good, Mngani. Now we want to say 9 lines. We start with the noun, imika, followed by the adjective, 9. What is our adjective going to start with since our noun starts with imi? Yebo mngani, whenever you describe a word starting with imi, its adjective will always start with e. Now, let's put that now together. Imika eyisishiyagalolunye. 9 lines. Repeat that after me. Imika eyisishiyagalolunye. Very, very good, Mngani. Great job. Now, the color of this week. The color of this week is purple. And that is Ntsomi in isiZulu. Ntsomi. Now let's say the color purple or the purple color. Umbala ontsomi. Repeat that after me. Umbala ontsomi. Very good, Mngani. Now let's look at some pictures and describe the items and say a purple this and a purple that. Let's see what we have. Oh, really cute. I would love a purple house. Umuzi ontsomi. Umuzi ontsomi. A purple house. Great job, Mngani. Let's see what we have next. Purple fingers. Fingers in isiZulu are iminwe. Iminwe. Fingers. Now, let's say purple fingers. When we describe a noun that starts with imi, its adjective will start with e. And so, let's put this together. Iminwe entsomi. Iminwe entsomi. Very, very good, Mngani. Great job. Just a little something important here, Mngani. There are some people who use the word osabukhwebezane when they say purple. So, if you hear maybe your teacher using that word, you can go ahead and use it because it's also correct. Osabukhwebezane. That's another word for purple. Now, Mngani, you can sit down as we continue with this week's lesson on grammar. we are talking about using verbs as an instruction, a command. Yesterday, we spoke about giving a command in isiZulu, and we made an example. We said, khuluma, speak. We said, hlala, sit. Hamba, leave. Now, mngani, we are continuing on that lesson. We learned that when we do this, when we give an instruction, we use the verb on its own. It has no pronoun or anything around it. Nothing at all. Just the verb is senzo only. But what about when there are other people in the room? Think about it. How do you know who I'm talking to? Imagine, mngani, if you just walk into the living room at your house and you just say, khuluma, and then everybody just starts talking. Oh, hey, la, 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 la. Everyone starts talking at the same time. Okay, that would be funny. But we don't want that confusion, do we? So we need to be more specific, more clear who we are talking to, who we are giving the instruction to. And so, this is how we do it. We can say the person's name and then the instruction. So, we've been doing this when we tell Amahle and Andile what to put on. We always say, Amahle, Oka. Do you see that, mngani? Amahle, get dressed. That's an instruction. We use the verb on its own. It doesn't have a pronoun there before it. It just says oka. And so it's an instruction to get dressed. Now, this is exactly how we do it for anyone and everyone. You can, if you want to, say the name of the person after the verb. But for the purpose of our lesson, I would like you to learn this way. Start with the name of the person or thing that you are instructing, and then follow with the verb, the instruction itself. So let's have a few examples here. Yesterday, we were telling Ubaba, and we were saying to him, Shayela. So let's talk to Ubaba today, Dad, Father, and let's say, Shayela, drive. But remember, we are talking to him. So we cannot be saying that at the beginning of that noun, Ubaba. We're going to drop it and just say Baba because we're talking to him directly. So now let's say this, mngani. Repeat after me. Baba, shayela.
Now you try.
Very good, mngani. That is, Dad, drive. Let's give our dog, Putuma, an instruction and let's tell Putuma to sit. We will say it like this. Putuma, hlala. Let's say it together, mngani. Putuma, hlala.
Now you try.
Set. Yeah, I love dogs who listen. And then we also were telling the cat, Ikati, to sleep because it looked really sleepy. And well, it's still sleepy even now. Now, let's say cat because we don't know the cat's name. So let's just say cat. Sleep. The word ikati is a cat. Ikati. But when we are now talking to the cat, we are not going to say ikati, sleep. We are not going to say that first vowel, I. we're just going to say kati. Now, let's say this together. Let's say kati lala. Kati lala.
Now you try.
Oh, so cute. Now, we also wanted to tell someone to read, and that person was Ufikile. Let's tell her to read. We are going to say Fikile, funda. Repeat that after me, mngani. Fikile, funda.
Now you try.
Great job, mngani. You're doing very, very, very well at this. Now, we were looking at a musician. There is the musician, and his name is Uayanda. Igama lakhe Uayanda. Now, we want to tell Ayanda to sing. Let's say it. The verb to sing in isiZulu is cula, cula. Now, let's say Ayanda, cula. Ayanda, cula. Hey, what do you know? Ayanda is singing. Another instruction we gave to the dog, Putuma, we were telling Putuma to bark. Remember, we are talking to Putuma, so we are not going to say Putuma, Konkota. We are going to say Putuma, Konkota. Let's tell him together. Putuma, Konkota.
Now you try.
Good dog. That's a good dog. Now, Ngan, the last one we will talk to now and tell them what to do is the baby. Umntwana. Umntwana. The baby. Now, we're not going to say that because we will be talking to the baby. And we want to tell the baby to crawl, which is kasa. Kasa. Now let's say it together. Mntwana kasa.
Now you try.
Very, very good, Mngani. You did that amazingly well. So, do you see, Mngani? When we give an instruction, we gave the instruction to people and to animals using the person's name and the verb. That is how to be clear, more specific, who we are talking to. We are using igama, the person's name, and isenzo, the verb. When we are talking to the person, we don't say the first vowel of that person's name or noun that we are calling them. For example, umfundi, that's a student. When we are talking to the student directly and calling them student, we won't say umfundi, read. No. We will say mfundi. We remove that first vowel. We simply say mfundi, mfundi, funda. Just like we did with this lady here yesterday, we were telling her to teach, which is fundisa. This lady kind of looks familiar, doesn't she? Ubani igama lakho? Igama lami uMamuthando. She just said her name is Mamuthando. You know, I'm thinking she looks really familiar. Don't you think? She also has the same name as me. How weird. Now, let's tell this Mamuthando to teach. Let's say it together, mngani. Mamuthando, fundisa.
Now you try.
We told her off. I think she's gone now. Hamba kahle. So weird. Okay, moving on. Now, mngani, I'm going to ask you to make the following sentences in isiZulu by yourself. Here they are. Friend, play. Cow, drink. Fikile, jump. Themba, run away. Now you can pause the video right here while you write those sentences, those instructions in isiZulu. Mngani, how did you do? Let's see how you did. For the sentence, friend, play. We said, Mngani, dlala. For the sentence, cow, drink. We said, Nkomo, phuza. And for the sentence, Fikile, jump. We said, Fikile, uma. And lastly, for the sentence, Themba, run away, we said, Themba, baleka. Oh, mngani, you did this so well, and I am so proud of you. Clap your hands, mngani, shaya izandla. Oh, mngani, wonderful. Oh, mngani, we learned so many things today. So, before you go, let's get some instructions and follow them.
Sukuma. Shaya izandla. Shona phansi. Phezulu. Eceleni. Jikeleza. Jikeleza. Eceleni. Gijima. Zilule. Shaya izandla. Thumba kabili. Eceleni. Shona phansi. Phezulu. Shaya izandla. Zilule. Jikeleza. Jikeleza. Shaya izandla. Eceleni. Jikiza. Jikiza. Eceleni. Shona phansi. Phezulu. Shaya izandla. Thumba kabili. Eceleni. Shona phansi. Phezulu. Eceleni. Zilule. Zilule. Phefumula. Phefumula. Hlala phansi.
Oh, that was great, mngani. We had such a wonderful lesson. Ngizokubona kusasa. I will see you tomorrow. Hamba kahle.